Welcome to Monday ZIM-LAW Talk. This is our third week since we started. The reason why we are making these videos is to just promote basic legal literacy to you, my friends, and all those who are interested. This week we will be looking at will writing, and I would encourage you, just like these other weeks I've been encouraging you, to go and download the important X to have in your devices and in your phones. I will encourage you to go and download the Wills Act Chapter 6.06, which regulates wills in Zimbabwe. We need to decide about what will happen to our property when we die. Writing a will doesn't bring death early. Writing a will you don't need to tell people that you have written a will in case you're afraid that they might kill you because they want to inherit. What is a will? A will is a voluntary or written declaration by a testator regarding what will happen to his property when he dies. What we call a testator is a person who writes a will. So today I'm going to help you with mentioning things that are required by the law to make your will, to ensure that your will is valid, for it to be recognized as valid. The issue that usually happens is that wills are contested in courts. So there are people who write wills, but in the end they do not comply with the requirements of the law. When we are saying the law, we are talking about the Wills Act, of course, and the Constitution and other acts. Number one, for a will to be valid, I've already mentioned, it has to be made by a person who is 16 years or older, and his mental condition should be in a state where he can appreciate the nature and significance of his act. Number two, it has to be made freely and voluntarily. You don't have to be under duress to make a will. It will be invalid if made under duress. Number three, it has to be signed by you. It has to be signed by witnesses. Witnesses need not know what is in the will, the contents of the will. They witness to the signing of your will. It has to be dated. That's number four. Number five, it has to be signed and initialed every page. What are the dispositions? What is it that you can involve or include in your will? You can talk about the transfer, disposal, or disposition of your property regarding exactly how you want all those things to be. When we are talking about an estate, we are talking about land, buildings, accounts, and all that. You can also include issues to do with custody, how you want your minor children to be looked after. Who are the people who can benefit from your will? Any person, natural or juristic, born, unborn, Manasata can also benefit from an estate. Who are those people who cannot benefit? I think those are the things that we need to know before we write our wills. Witnesses. So witnesses, they should not be they cannot be beneficiaries. If you ask someone to write a will on your behalf, that person cannot be a beneficiary. Magistrates, commissioner of oaths who certify the will cannot also be beneficiaries. Also mentioned are those people who unlawfully try to maybe will conceal or destroy try to destroy a will. They are also not regarded as beneficiaries. They cannot be beneficiaries. When we talk about an executor, there is an importance in will writing that you put someone who's called an executor. An executor is someone who puts into action what you write in a will. I've already mentioned that any person can write a will, but there are, for your document to be legally sound, you might need the assistance of a lawyer. It is not something that is very expensive to do. You can just have your lawyer to assist you so that all the provisions, all that you dispose to might be recognized at law. Can you say when you write a will, you want to replace it? Yes, you can do that. Maybe you add property, you can amend. There are ways of doing that, and lawyers can help you with that, and you can also even do that on your own, as long as you sign to show that you are the one who made the amendment, and the witnesses as well. Lastly, I think I will mention that if there has been a change of status, say you wrote your will while you were single, when you get married, things change because you now have a wife, and usually spouses they have unequivocal ways of getting to your property, even if you don't want. So you need to write a new will. In conclusion, we do not know the day that we are going to die. We do not have control over our life. Writing a will is another way of ensuring that those people we want to benefit from our estate actually benefit. Please draft your will today. Thank you.